hair really different today. I don't know how I feel about it. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a fabulous day or night or whatever time it is where you are in the world. It is currently 9:52 here in the PM and I'm sat here filming a video because I just really felt like talking to you guys. I felt like sitting down, having a chat and just connecting with you guys because filming videos is my favorite. I'm not gonna say pastime because it is also a present time, but it is my favorite of all things to do, and I thought I'd sit down and talk to you guys about a few things that I'm really loving at the moment. Not products, not materialistic things. I actually have nothing to show you in this video besides my fun self. Thank you very much, I'll be here all week. Nothing physical to show you in this video, but I have a few things to tell you. So it's not a show and tell, it's a tell and tell, and I am going to tell you a few things that I love. I just want to make this video because if you are looking for another way to spend your time or a new artist or a new TV show to watch, I feel like I've got the goss, I've got the 411, and I want to share a few things I love with you and I've been loving, and hopefully you guys will find something new that you love in this video. And yeah, I'm just gonna get cracking and let's go through these favorites very, very quickly because there's a lot of them. I'm gonna start with YouTubers because there are 3 new YouTubers I have been loving at the moment. One of them's, I have been loving her videos, but I've also been loving it because I think she is fucking beautiful. If I could look like a human being, I would like her face, and I'm gonna share her face with you today. The first YouTuber I have been loving is called Koi Fresco, and I had never heard of him before, and I don't even know how I stumbled across his videos. I think I was looking at like meditation or something, and one of his videos came up. He's basically this really chilled hippie sort of dude, and he seems super down to earth, and he makes all sorts of videos. Like, I don't even know what genre to put him in. I just feel like I gained a lot from this channel. I just found a few answers and a few different ways of like dealing with things, and I don't know, his channel does it for me. And he talks about like the law of attraction, meditation, lucid dreaming, crystals, Buddhism, the afterlife, how to be happy, how to be confident, how to rewire your brain, the Illuminati, psychedelics, parallel universes, you name it, he talks about it on his channel. I just find there's not that many YouTubers who make these sort of videos, and I feel like most YouTubers somewhat fit into a category, but he really doesn't. He just talks about everything, and I found some of his videos to be really useful if I've been feeling a certain way, and I just find what he has to say really interesting. So I will leave all of the links for everything that I talk about in this video down below, so you guys can enjoy what I'm enjoying. The next YouTuber I want to talk about is called Katie Morton. She is a psychologist and she lives in America, and she basically makes videos on all sorts of mental disorders and answers like her viewers' questions about mental health and all that sort of stuff. So yet again, another very useful YouTuber to subscribe to, I feel. It's really nice to just see a channel that is all about like mental health and helping people, because as I guess I'm probably quite biased because I am studying psychology, so I'm like, I need to be you, like dream job, psychologist, YouTuber. Hopefully that will be me in the future. When I'm done with this long ass degree. It's really grinding my gears, it's such a long road. Anyway, so she's really great if you're struggling with something or you want to know more about a certain disorder. Head on over to her channel and she's got all the answers, and I love her videos, and she's just a really sweet person from what I gather, and she seems super down to earth as well, and I really like following and watching down to earth people because I like chillers. Chilling with the homies. In my suggested videos on YouTube, Sawyer Hartman's vlog with a girl, like his new girlfriend, pops up, and I've seen Sawyer Hartman's videos in the past, but I've never actually like subscribed to his channel or like looked at his channel. I quickly became very obsessed with their relationship, Sawyer and his girlfriend's. I just kind of obsessed a bit, was watching all their vlogs together and all the cute shit they do, and I just kind of went on a bit of a tangent like I'm doing right now. So then that led me to his girlfriend's YouTube channel, and oh my goodness, I've never seen a more pretty human being in my life. Her face is flawless. I was just like, not that it's about looks, but I was just like, can I look like you? Can I have your face? Can I have your number? Can I have it? Can I have it? Can I have it? So I was watching all their vlogs and all their coupley shit, and it was cute as fuck, and then yeah, ended up on her channel, watched a couple of her videos. She seems pretty cool. I just thought I'd mention that little couple obsession. I don't know why, I just get obsessed with YouTube couples, and then I just watch all their videos and I can't stop. Let me know if you guys do the same thing. I love seeing a good, cute little couple. So that's it for YouTubers. Let's move on. What shall I discuss with you next? I have a lot of TV shows to talk about. Okay, we're gonna move on to TV shows because I have a lot of shows to talk about. The first one in general is just tattoo shows. I have been fucking obsessed with watching tattoo shows. I've seen like Ink Master on TV and stuff here and there, but I've never like dedicated my time and was like, okay, I'm gonna power through these seasons. But I did really quickly. So I started off watching Ink Master, which if you didn't know, it's like a tattoo competition in America, and it has all these tattoo artists battling it out and fighting to win the prize at the end, which is like a spread and inked magazine and some cash. I fell in love with the series and I watched all 6, I think there's 6 seasons, maybe 7 seasons I think, and I watched them all in a month because it was holidays and well, that's how I spent my time. It was great. I was very sad when the show came to an end and I wanted to keep the tattoo thing going, so I started watching Miami Ink and then I started watching LA Ink and I'm currently doing that. And then I'm gonna move to New York Ink and every other fucking ink I can find. And not gonna lie, low-key kind of love Chris Nunez, who's on Ink Master and Miami Ink, and I think every other fucking girl on the show likes him too because he was getting a lot of ladies. But I just think he has a fucking perfect face and I think I may be going to America later this year and hopefully getting tattooed by him. Maybe. I need to book now if I want to, but I think I might do it. Another thing I have been watching is Big Brother UK. I kind of had a bit of an obsession with it about a year ago. I watched like 4 seasons back to back and I was kind of going from the older seasons to like the newer seasons. I've just finished watching the latest Big Brother UK. I'm not going to give away who wins in case you guys watch it, but it was season 17 I think, and it was filmed this year and it was fucking good. Now I'm watching Celebrity UK Big Brother, which is actually happening at the moment, so I'm gonna have to slow down because I don't want to get like too ahead of myself and then not be able to binge watch and just be like up to date. That's not fun. What's the fun in that? Who wants to wait? I've got no fucking patience for that shit. Not at all. None at all. I was obsessed with Big Brother Australia. I actually wanted to enter the show, but they stopped filming it. The last year that they did film, I was contemplating entering and I was in a serious relationship with a guy and he just thinks nothing of that show and he was like, if you go on that show and you get in, I'm breaking up with you because I don't want my girlfriend on like Big Brother trashy TV. So I didn't do it and I fucking regret not doing that because, well, fuck him and I should have just done what I wanted. I gotta admit, really regret not entering Big Brother. I think it would have been a great experience and that relationship didn't fucking last, so I didn't know that at the time though, okay? Just give a girl a break. Anywho, it is a bit trashy. There was some hey how you going moments in the last series I just watched. I saw a nipple on the screen, there was some sex going on. It was pretty raunchy, so if you're young, probably don't watch Big Brother. However, it was really good and I really enjoy the show and I get very lost in it. And that's what I like when I watch a show. I like to be fully immersed in my material that I'm watching. Okay. Another show I started watching, I only watched a few episodes online, but it was quite amusing and I quite enjoyed it, is called Dating Naked. It's basically where people go and meet other people on this TV show and they have to meet them naked and go on dates with them naked, and it's really interesting. It's really funny and it's just like a weird concept to like meet someone. Like imagine meeting someone and you're completely naked and they're completely naked. Like it'd be kind of freeing, but it would also be a bit like, well, you don't know me, but here's my body. Like, here's my body on a silver platter. Enjoy. Have a look at it all. You can see it all. Like, you gotta leave something to the imagination, people. Seriously. That's another one if you guys want to find a new TV show, Dating Naked. You can watch it online and it's quite funny. Another show I have been loving is Shark Tank. I have always kind of had, this is a fun fact, you guys don't know this about me. Since I was little, I had this like entrepreneur, ever since I was little, I had this sort of entrepreneurial sort of side to me and I just wanted to like have my own business and make money, and since I was like really little. And I remember like making Christmas cards and going door knocking when I was like 7. And I probably did this till I was like 12 or something, like 12 years old or 13. No, not 13, probably 12. And I would literally like, I had this book that had all these designs and I would like trace them and color them in, and sell Christmas cards that I made, which were really fucking ugly, but people bought them anyway because I think they felt sorry for us. I ended up making like 50 bucks at the time, and I was super happy because I was like really young, and I was like $50 from drawing. I love art. This is great. Then I progressed to coloring in rocks with metallic markers and pretending they were gemstones and selling them to little girls down the road who fucking loved them. Then I had a car washing business and I made a bit of money from that, and I had a dog walking business, and I think I had these two when I was like 12 or 13. And I used to walk people's dogs and get paid for it. And my friend and I would sometimes like wash people's cars, and we, this is really bad, but we weren't really sure how to wash a car. So we used a bar of soap, and we were just literally like washing people's cars with soap. And now that I'm old and wise, I realized that that is a really bad idea. I'm surprised the paint didn't like chip off. I'm surprised we didn't fuck up someone's car. But we literally used a soap bar and washed the car with the soap, and we got paid for it. Good business venture, not dodgy at all. So I was in some shady ass business since I was a little one. What was the point of this story? I have started watching Shark Tank, which is a show where people come with their business ideas and they try to sell their idea to all these investors. I kind of grill them a little bit, and then they decide whether they want to give them money and invest in their company or their product, or if they don't. And it sounds really boring, but it's actually really, really awesome, and I find it really inspiring because I would love to have my own business one day, and I love it. Another show I've been loving aired in Australia about 6 months ago, and there's only been one season of it, but season 2 is coming out soon, I think. You can watch it online, I'm sure. You can find it online, and it's called First Dates. So basically there's this restaurant in Sydney, and they hold like first dates, blind dates, two people meet, and they like show you a bit about the person, and then they go on a date and they film it, and sometimes it's really fucking awkward. Yeah, the people are interesting, the dates are kind of awkward, which I find kind of amusing and funny. At the end they have to decide whether they want to see each other again or not, and it's all filmed, and it's really awkward, some of it. If one person says yes and then the other person says no, and then you feel sorry for them. It's funny, and I like awkwardness, and it's a good awkward show to watch. If you search First Dates Australia online or something on Google, you'll probably find it. It's quite amusing. I like it a lot. The last TV show I wanted to talk about is something I've only watched one episode of, but funnily enough, my mum recorded it for me because she was like, oh, it's something we're both interested in and we should watch together, and it's called Coming Out Diaries. Every episode basically follows a few different young adults or teenagers, or the age kind of varies, who are either gay, transgender, bisexual, or lesbian, and it follows like their coming out journey and process, and they write like a diary, and like they talk, the diary is like talked over it. And it just shows like the different processes that all of them go through in coming out to their family and their friends, and I thought it was just a fucking brilliant show. If you're kind of coming out or you're thinking of coming out, I just think it's a really good show to watch. I didn't know it existed, and I wish I knew it existed earlier. I don't know if it's a new show, but I really wish that I watched it earlier when I was coming out, because everyone's experiences are completely different, but it's just really interesting to see other people's experiences and other families' experiences and journeys through the whole thing. And yeah, a really good show. I'm thirsty as fuck, but I did that water thing again that lots of you do. I'm so glad I'm not alone. You're weird just like me. But yeah, I just think it's a fucking great show. I loved it. I'm gonna watch more of it because it's really nice to feel like you can relate to people, and when they're talking about what they're going through, like having come out myself and been out for quite a few years now, I'm just like, oh, I get you. Like, I went through that. I felt exactly the same way. Like, you can do it. Let's move on to music really quickly. There's been one artist in particular I have been loving at the moment, and it is Tovlo. I listened to her music like a year and a half ago, and I was seeing this guy, and I just loved her music, and I was listening. I think it's when Talking Bodies came out. That was like one of my favorite songs. I fucking loved it, and I do love that song. And the other day I was on my way to uni on the bus, and I just decided to put just type in Tovlo on YouTube and just put on like all her songs. Some of them I had never heard of, some of them I had heard before, and it was just a really great fucking bus ride. I'm going to talk about a specific speaker on YouTube. His name is Alan Watts, and if you search his name, like you'll see a bunch of videos pop up. He makes these really great videos about life and his philosophy and the way he thinks about things and the way he words things. I heard another YouTuber mention him, and so I checked him out, So I would highly recommend his talks on YouTube. They're not very long, they're a few minutes each, so you can get through them quite quickly, and I just I love them. They inspire me and they motivate me and they make me feel good inside. So check them out if you want to. I'll leave them down below. I'll leave some of them down below. You can go on a little adventure and find the rest. Let's just leave and finish this video on a very uplifting note. There are two comedians that I have been absolutely loving. One of them I've been loving for years. My friend showed them to me like 7 years ago, and he's just really funny, so I wanted to share him with you guys. His name was Russell Peters. He's like Indian Canadian and he is fucking hilarious, like hilarious. He's so funny, he makes me laugh, I love his sense of humor, and yeah, look him up on YouTube, he's great. I would highly recommend if you want a good little giggle. The next one is Australian, so I feel as though a lot of you may not find him funny. I feel like Australians, we have such a specific certain sense of humor and a lot of people wouldn't get it or just wouldn't find it funny. But if you do want to see a bit of the Aussie comedy and what we find funny, check out Carl Barron, he's great. I actually bought all his DVDs and watched them with my family and we all had a really big laugh, and if you're not Australian, I'm sorry, you probably won't find it funny. Maybe you will, and if you do, you've got some Aussie in ya and not because you're sleeping with one. So yeah, get some Aussie humor into you and I hope you find it funny as I do. So that's everything I wanted to talk about in this video. Sorry if you are a products person and you like me talking about products and things that are physical. I've got a few hauls coming up. I've got a few videos where I show things and talk about things, so if you are that sort of person, stay tuned. I've also got a fashion lookbook that I am in the middle of filming. I've taken 1 day to film it, but I probably need about 3 more. So if you like to see products and clothes, you'll get like a shit ton of clothes in that video. But those are a few things I've been loving. I thought I would just talk about them with you guys today so you can maybe find something new to love, new to watch, new to listen to, or just find something to fill your time somehow, like you have with this video. If you've made it this far in the video, fucking congratulations. I take my non-existent hat off to you, and hang on 1 sec, I'm thirsty. And if you have made it this far, leave me a comment down below and tell me an Australian word. If you're not from Australia, just what do you think we say? What is a word that you in your country think that we use a lot here in Australia? Leave it down below. I'll be intrigued to see what you guys come up with. And if you are from Australia, well, say something Australian, mate, please. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed the video nonetheless. It has been chatty, but I love to talk, and hopefully you guys like to listen because I've been chatting for quite a while now. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. My name's Amy. Lovely to meet you and greet you, and I hope you'll stick around and watch more videos because I upload every week, and yeah. You can stick around. You don't have to because you do have the freedom of choice. But if you want to, I would love that, and that would be great. And I'd love to continue to see you on the regular, or as Aussies would say, on the reg. You can catch up with my everyday life on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Amy Grace with 3 E's. My life's not that exciting, but if you want to keep up to date with it, you're more than welcome to. Go head on over there and say hi. Say hello. Tell me how you're going. And I also respond to all of your messages on Instagram, so if you have something you want to talk to me about, you have a question, you want to get some advice, or just feel like there's no one who's going to listen to you and no one to talk to, then hit me up on Instagram and I'd be more than happy to help you out with whatever you need in life because I want you to be happy. And on that lovely note, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys are having a fantabulous day, and I will see you guys very soon in my next video, which will be next week. Love you, bye!